Hey guys, welcome back. Video for today. It's just going to be just a little bit of general RC info. Some things that, bit of an update on the channel, some things that we've got going on, some upcoming projects, whatever else. But one of the first things I want to talk about was things like with me Kraken, the tyres that comes with normal little spiky tyres, and they wear out fairly quickly. One thing that I did have is some old hostile knobbies laying around. Now I haven't used them much lately because the knobs are pretty much worn through. Well, not sorry, worn through, but on the verge of wearing out. So just a little thing, something for if you're on a bit of a budget, or waiting for some new tyres, or just some general stuff like that. I've actually gone, and you can see on here, I've put screws in the knobs. Now, I'm not going to say that it's going to be a good or a bad idea to do it to tyres with like what these things come standard with, the normal little tiny spikes. The only reason is because possibly being like the knobbies have got the block on here, whereas you drill your holes and put screws through this, there's a good chance it will tear clean out of the rubber, which is where the knobbies come in, which you got the square rubber block. So all I've done is I've actually got a drill and drilled. I only did like every second row of the knobbies and drilled through your square block. If you're game enough, you might do this to a brand new set of tyres if you like, but I would advise against it. Good for, like I said, if you can see the tread on that, it's pretty worn. So get a small drill bit, drill through your knobs, and then I just use some, these screws are just normal wood screws. So turn the tyre inside out, screw your screws through, and they come out. And these were actually, you know, like another 10 mil longer than that. So you get them to the point where you screw them in and use a screw gun or even a screwdriver if you like. It is a tedious process, but good for grip actually. A lot of the big ball guys use it. But yeah, use a drill, screw gun, whatever, screw them through it and just knock the tops off the grinder. So you just got a little bit sticking out. These next couple of photos that I've got there will show you what I did and pretty much sort of how I did it. So check these couple of photos out. I'll be back in a sec. So just in those couple of photos like you just saw, you can see the screws, how they're sticking through, and like I said, they were sticking through a fair bit. Just like I said, knock the tops off of the grinder to however long you want. You usually don't want too much sticking out. So like I said before, being the screws sticking through the old block part of the tread, it gives it a bit more strength to maybe not allow it to tear out of the tyre. The other thing is, I haven't run these yet to try them out, so towards the end of the video I'll put some footage up of the Kraken running these and you'll be able to see how they perform. Actually, what I might do, I might use the magic of TV to put these tyres on here, give us a look at what they look like when they're on the Kraken. So we'll give it a go. We'll see how this works. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Wow, look at that. It did work. So we'll bring the camera in for a quick look, a bit of a close-up, so you can see how they look on the machine. Mind you, I wouldn't advise running over someone's toe or foot with that, because I reckon it would tear the skin right off your feet. But anyway, like I said, at the towards the end of this video, I'll put some footage up there of this thing rolling with these tyres on, and hopefully they work pretty well. But actually, I already do know they work well because I've done it already. Anyway, moving on. Now, some other things that have been going on, things like my Maverick MT with the 45cc. Now, you haven't seen it in the videos, the last few videos I put up, because I haven't actually gotten around to ordering some new gears for the transmission. So I've got a mate in his hobby shop, going to chase up a steel gear set for it. the original ones that come with it, they're cast. Much like my daughter's Maverick ST. Same gears, I'm going to tell you, in the drivetrain, but they're cast. So motor with that kind of torque, yeah, it was bound to happen sooner or later. So hopefully in the near future I can get some steel gears and get that big 45 back out there running the muck for you to look at. So thought I'd throw that in there. So that's in the bin, something else to come up, get the big 45. And also, while I'm on that topic, I'm going to try and see if I can try a different pipe. I mean, I had this pipe on it once before, but having the brand new body on that now, and it's a bit of a snug fit with this machine, with this pipe. I don't want to melt the body. The last time I ran it, I had the rear mount dominator pipe on it, which kind of messed with the body mounting a little bit. So I'm going to try and see if I can source another pipe somehow, try something a little bit different. I think DDM do a side pipe, comes out the back wheel arch and up the side. So I'm not too sure whether we have to cut a piece of the body away, which I don't really want to do, but I'll research that and see how we go. So stay tuned for that one. Something else, sorry guys, I'm just going to refer to my notes here. Yeah, mate's new hobby shop, right? So you can see here, Scale Autos and Hobbies. Now, he's got a Facebook page, so if you want to check him out, go onto Facebook, look up Scale Autos, and it'll come up. It'll give you a bit of an idea what he's got in his shop. He sells die-cast cars, plastic model kits, and that ranges from cars, trucks, like prime movers and trailers and that sort of stuff. Slot cars, but a heap of different types of slot cars there. And all the way, RC stuff as well, which is one of the things I've been pretty busy with lately. I do a lot of the mechanical work, fixing up customers' RC cars, so that's keeping me a little bit busy. So anyway, check him out on Facebook, and if you're local to where we are, Mackay, Queensland, Australia, come in and check him out. Just a little sneak peek. Here's a photo of his shop. Check it out. And so that's where his shop is. That's a bit of a shop front view. Like I said, check him out on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure he'd be quite happy to answer any questions you got, or I think he does do mailing out of stuff. So and as you can see in front of me here, the FG Beetle. Now this is one of the machines that hasn't been on the channel for a while. Reason being is that, for one, the body on this thing, it's not fiberglass, it's like a kind of a resin type bloody body. So, and you can't get this replacement body. So we're planning on maybe down the road copying this. Now whether we do like a fiberglass mold for it or something, or I may even dabble with trying to build a vacuum table of some sort. There's quite a few on YouTube if you're interested in that sort of stuff, and make a mold, and then maybe go that way, try and vac form something before we continue to run this thing and ruin the body, which is like I said, the main reason why we haven't had this thing going on the channel. So but anyway, that's another machine that's gonna be a distant project also, which a couple of things I want to talk about in a minute. But it is it's quite a performance-based machine. It's imported, but it's only a 23cc, but it's a reed case engine, so it'll keep up with this thing. Yeah, so anyway, moving on. Pretty much everything else is going on. You know, like I said in the last video, I'm very happy with the Kraken. I've got a few other projects coming up, and hang on guys, I'll just get this out of the way for you guys. Lastly but not least, we've got a couple of projects coming up in the near future / distant future. I'm kind of in a undecided decision of the different ways I want to do one of these projects in particular, but one of the other ones that we're looking at doing, the Sun's Baja 5T. Now, the last time we had it out, I'm going to say it's getting a bit tired. pulled the motor out, and it is an old 32, and it was actually the original engine from my Maverick MT. So now it's starting to get a little bit tired. The clutch is no longer any good, so it's done. So we've got a few plans, like probably going to do a build series on the Suns 5T, which will include, I've started to acquire some bits and pieces along the way and start accumulating stuff for the build. Things like, I've got some, it's already got the Dominator rear exhaust, which is, I wasn't going to use it until we did the rebuild, but I just wanted to see how it goes with the old 32, see if it made any difference. And it did make a little bit of difference, but I think the engine, like I said, is getting a bit tired, so it's time for a new one. So whether I go with like a 29 Genoa or a 29 CY, maybe even a G320 Genoa 32 or something like that. Even like a 30.5. I used to have one in my old 5SC. So, and it went quite well with a half decent carby on. But so there's a few things, like some Turtle Racing stuff that I've got put aside, some Era RC braces and stuff like that put aside. I even got onto a new body for it. Now, it's not a 5T body. It's actually a body that Proline make. And it's suited to the Baja 5T. It's actually called the Desert Rat. So, in actual fact, it looks a little bit shorter than the original Baja 5T body, but I think it's a little, to me, I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but it just feels a little bit more rigid, a bit tougher than the 5T body. So we'll see how that goes. That's another project for down the road. But when I get into that, we'll give you a look at it, and we'll pick a paint scheme. Maybe that'll be a video on its own. While I'm on the topic of projects, now you would have seen a couple of videos ago, maybe even 3 or 4 videos ago, when I did a video on our display that we put on at the local Big Boys Toys. In that video, I had me dirt dragster sitting on the table of the Maverick MT tyres and the FG front end and everything else with the green flames at the side. That, like I said before, is an ongoing project. So I've been toying with the idea of doing something different, something crazy, something a little bit on the wild side. And I've been thinking perfect big ball project. Now, I'm not 100% sure which way I want to go with it, whether I go full Baja setup or whether I do something a little bit different, which like a hybrid they call it, which is Lacy 5T platform with Baja rear end, so being only 2-wheel drive. Big bore in, say, the UK, for example. It's they got a pretty large following over there with the big bore machines. One of the guys, if you're interested, a bloke that I subscribe to, Joel from RC Max UK. He covers a lot of the bash fest they have over there, 5th scale meetings and everything else. A lot of other 5th scale stuff as well, and some other RC things that he's got going on. But he covers a lot of the big bore stuff, which is what I've sort of been looking at lately. And I've been doing a little bit of research, so I want to do something crazy, something wild, and that's probably the way to go. Now, the only problem is, engine-wise, I can scrape up. I've got a heap of Baja stuff that I can start a Baja platform. Now, I need to decide whether I want to go that way, or like I said, the Lacy 5T hybrid. Now, I know where I get my hands on a Lacy 5T roller. So will I go that way, or will I go the other way? I'm not 100% sure. But what I have been looking at is engine-wise. So you're talking like RC Max, Scopod. Scopod do a nice 62, or go the whole hog and go with an ALX. So an ALX 71, for example, which is a beast. Now, let me know what you think, guys. It's going to be a long-term project, because the ALX, for example, to go the 71. Now, the engine alone is going to be probably a couple of grand. Pretty friggin' pricey, I might say, but I'll have to save up some coin to put that together, and anyway, we'll see how it goes. But that's pretty much where we're at with everything that's going on with the Widows RC channel. Let me know what your recommendations are, guys. What do you think I should do? Should I do a Baja platform, or should I go the hybrid? I'm pretty sure over here in Australia there's not a lot of hybrid setups getting around. I've seen on and off a few Baja based big bores and everything else with the twins, and with big bore, you know, there's a whole lot of stuff going on with that. Leave in the comments, guys, what do you think? Should I go, well, even twins is another one, but let me know what you reckon in the comments, guys. I mean, it's going to have to be something that I'm going to be able to have to save up for so I can afford to do the thing, but it's just something that I thought I might put out there. It's not along the same lines as my Maverick MT with the 45cc in it, but something different to the channel. Something wild, something crazy. Let me know what you think. I mean, even like, I have a DBXL cage that I might be able to use it on something. See what happens. Anyway, I'll end the video here, guys. I'm not gonna rave on too much longer. Like I said, I'll have some video here, check it out, of the Kraken with the screw spike tyres. And remember what I say, guys, every time, get outside, go and have some fun. It's an excuse to get outdoors. Beautiful times of year for us here in Australia at the moment anyways. Go and have fun. Stick around, we've got heaps more coming up. And like I always say, catch you in the next one.